Welcome to the Blame Show. I'm Frances L. Blameright, and I'm here to talk about the theory in my new book, Unintelligent Design for Delusional Living. And I have to tell you, I lost all faith in intelligent design when I saw all that bad taste out there. All those people wearing Hello Kitty and all those huge McMansions on itty-bitty little lots pretending that they're French chateaus or Tuscan villas. I mean, la-dee-da. And then I realized it's the same on the cosmic level. That great architect out there has no idea what he's doing. That's why everything keeps falling apart and everything is just so ugly. Now, I'm sure that you know that there is a battle going on out there in the scientific world. On one side are all those people who believe those way out theories about the Big Bang or evolution. And I'm sorry, but except for my ex-husband Ray, who I have to say, along with his relatives, does make one think that perhaps we are descended from the apes, I see no evidence of evolution. And on the other side, of course, are all those religious believers who think that there was some intelligent designer creating the universe. And I don't see any evidence of that either. I mean, after all, take aging. What intelligent designer would come up with wrinkles and jowls? Or pigeons? Except for that little old lady in the park with the breadcrumbs, nobody thinks that they were a good idea. So tonight, we are going to talk about the real causes of things, the real reasons behind things. So forget all that silly old science that you learned in school. We're going to be talking to the people on the cutting edge of the new science. And one of them is my first guest here, the esteemed and wonderful Dr. Bugsy Blamewak. Dr. Blamewak, what are you doing?
Sorry, just protecting you from the enemy.
The enemy?
Miss Blameright, you look fabulous, I have to say.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, and your theory about wrinkles and pigeons goes right along with my theory about insects and human beings ascending from insects.
Ascending from insects?
Ascending.
And how did we do that?
Well, insects, if you study them carefully, and you should, because they are far more interesting than monkeys and gorillas and all the rest of these two-footed things. First of all, they got 8 feet. 8 feet. 8 feet's good. Second of all, they live in colonies just like we do. Third of all, they take care of each other, and they have a monarch, a queen, a king, and a lot of people who service them.
I like the servicing. I like the servicing.
And it's the kind of society that we live in, you know. And we must be ascended from a community. And I've studied monkeys, and I've studied mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are bad insects.
Oh, I would say so.
Monkeys aren't exactly the nicest critters you ever met in your life. They bite you, you're dead.
No, I never liked monkeys.
They bite your knees right off. It's terrible. Someone just throw themselves right at you. But I have discovered the source of humanity. I have discovered where we came from, what we are descended from.
Oh, this is exciting.
This is more than exciting. This is science, the way it should have been taught all these years. This makes Mr. Darwin, who I have a lot of respect for the fact that he traveled all over the world looking for the source of human life, but he missed it. He thought lizards, and he's looking at monkeys, and looking at gorillas, and all these different classifications of things. If he had found the one creature that we are truly descended from, he would be happy. And he would be right.
What was that?
This. This is a model of the head of a prehistoric.
Can I see that?
Echo-ento, as I like to call it.
I do have to say.
Echo-ento. Well, just zoom in on that and you can see just this is where we come from. Hold it up there. And see if you can get a look at that. Is that the cutest thing? Get a little focus there. And it is the cutest thing you ever saw in your entire life. Hold it still there for a second. There it is. Just turn it up there into the camera. And this is the model of where we come from.
I have to say, it looks a lot like my Aunt Harriet.
Well, your Aunt Harriet must have been a good-looking woman because it's a good-looking bug. I made this model. This is going into the Museum of Proper Science.
I hope so.
Real science.
I should hope so.
And I call this creature, as I said, an echo-ento, which is echo, echo like human,
Yeah.
echo, person, man. Okay. And ento, which is like entomology, it's like ento like bug. It's a human bug. It was the oldest creature I could find. It has a smile on its face. It has beautiful blue eyes, which is the way people like, just like yours, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, this looks more like you than anybody I've ever seen. You are a direct descendant from this truly ancient source. And I want to say just one thing right now. Protect yourself from bad bugs.
I will do my best.
And gather good bugs to you. Oh, look out.
Ooh.
That was another one right there. Oh, let me show you. You see that? You see that right there? Do not let that happen to you.
I will not let that happen to me. And so now, folks, you heard it here first. When people tell you to bug off, you know that there's a scientific basis.